The final contest of the tournament is a heavyweight contest of 8 5-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or 1 KO to decide the winner. It's my pleasure to introduce to you on my right from Barnsley, now, ladies and gentlemen, star of films, stage and radio, we have Arras. And ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce you on my left, a boy making his first appearance at the Montford Hall, Leicester. From Tingley, Yorkshire, we have Ray Steele.
Not only making his first appearance at the Montford Hall, Leicester, but also Ray Steele makes his first appearance on television. Ray Steele from Tingley, Yorkshire, at 13 stone 10. A very fit-looking young man indeed, with the blonde hair there, versus Leon Arras, the experienced 15-stoner from Barnsley, in the full leotard. 8 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to the side, and here we go. Any second for round 1.
Second to white, first round.
Catch weight because 13 stone 10 Steele takes on Leon Arras at 15 stone. And as always, the promoter in this area, Norman Morell of Bradford, puts a young newcomer against a heavier boy to see how he gets on against the experienced man. Oh yes, Leon Arras, a great showman with it. You haven't seen him on British television before. This is his first appearance. But if you think you know his face apart from the wrestling halls, you may have seen the picture Kess, K-E-S, which I believe is on general release about now in London area anyway, and probably further north too. Been a pro wrestler since 1962, Leon Arras, whereas Ray Steele turned pro in June 1969, just 1 year ago. Arras known for his speciality of going for submission holds, but Ray Steele rather favors the submission moves too, so it's going to be an interesting one, this one. See how they warm up. Don Branch, the referee, of course, switched riffs again after the tag contest. Side head chancery, Arras. This is in a form of a return contest because the last time these two met, which was the Ray Steele's 3rd bout in the professional ring only, he took on Arras then. And in the 2nd round, Arras broke his nose, broke Steele's nose, and cut his right eye, which had 5 stitches in it. So Ray Steele this afternoon is quite determined to see if he can even things up a little, not necessarily from breaking a nose point of view, but at least staying with Arras a little longer.
You're not that strong, boy. You're not that strong.
Full Japanese stranglehold to Ray Steele.
I'll show you how strong you are.
A couple of minutes to go in the first round of 8. Steele certainly the taller, but a bear hug by Arras when he gets in close could do some damage.
How about that then, Al?
bad whip from that single interlock, was it? Ray Steele not too happy about his opponent taking the mickey too much. Just 1 minute to go. Steele very doubtful about taking that handshake. Well, a vicious looking side headlock staying on there with 30 seconds to go. But a counter move by...
How about that, Ben? How about that?
Oh, it's a real comic, this fella, isn't he? Not laughing now, though. Right on the bell of round one.
Saved by the bell.
Second down, second round.
And as usual, reminder that your racing results will be coming to you immediately following this wrestling session. And don't forget, soccer fans, another match in full, plus highlights from others tonight at 10:30, live from Mexico. That goes on until 2:45 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you're going to have a pretty late night. If, like me, you'll stay up for it. Round 2, 7 to go, and Arras not having it all his own way now.
How about that?
Back elbow. And as my TV director, Tony Parker, just came round to the phones to me and said that Arras looks a little Arras. I refuse to take the blame for that one. Holding press, Arras. And it looks like he's got the first one. There it is in round 2. And it took Arras 1 minute 20 seconds of that second round. Ernest Lofthouse, our MC.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. In 1 minute 20 seconds of the second round, a pinfall with a leg snatch and folding press, and the first fall to Liam Arras.
Round 3, 6 to go. Arras in the full leotard, leading young Ray Steele by 1 fall to 0.
Just watch this, then, boy. Just watch this.
Well, still enough to play to the gallery quite a bit. I should think that Ray Steele must be remembering their last meeting on the mat when he had his nose broken and 5 stitches in his right eyebrow. Ray Steele, having been trained by the European welterweight champion Alan Colbeck. I'm surprised he's not showing a little more speed now like Colbeck does. Finger 4 head scissors now to Arras. And is Arras getting a fall? Almost getting counted out in a pinfall there. Very definitely put over by Don Branch, warning Arras that he was being counted. Arras got it on the count of 2. Forearm smash right to the windpipe there. And another. Again, the figure 4 head scissors.
Now, Steele. I'll make you go red in the face, boy. Come on.
Well, I know what I'd do if I got caught in a hole like that laid on by Arras. I'd just say good night. He's acting as a sleeper, the left leg right on the jugular vein, the left-hand side of his neck. A couple of minutes to go, and even Ray Steele has having a lot of trouble here getting out of this one. I think he's sleeping. Yes, it is a sleeper. That's why the referee broke it up. Just about went off then. Not too sure where he is. Full Nelson Arras. Reversed it. And Steele going a little too fast, but Arras still down on the canvas. Just exuberance, though, and well, Don Branch knows it. Under a minute to go now in the 3rd round. Again, the side headlock to Arras. Steele trying to grapevine with Arras' right leg with just about 22 seconds to go in this round. And a quick cross press follow-up there by Steele. Not quite sufficient weight. Uh-oh. 4 seconds only now. Well, I know very well that this packed hall here at the De Montfort Leicester would very much like to see this young boy from Tingley, Ray Steele, come back and equalize. It looks rather doubtful, though he will. He tried a cross-press follow-up just now, which could have brought him a little more luck than it did. But I'm afraid he's going to have to rely on speed and keep away from his man. When I say keep away from his man, I mean keep a distance to operate wrestling moves from a distance rather than going in on the clinches, like drop kicks, for instance. And it's a public warning against Arras.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Leon Arras receives his first public warning.
Just a normal chop, says Arras. I can't think where I get a public warning. Changes his mind that from that normal toe and ankle to a step over toe hold from outside. Arras really pouring with sweat there. Mind you, it's pretty warm in the Montfort Hall this afternoon, but especially with these television lights on him. Must be real tumor in there.
Come on, Steele. It's an Indian deathlock, boy. Come on.
It's an Indian deathlock, but it's not put on correctly. Let's see if Steele can get out of it. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he can. Hasn't got it through. Now he has.
Ask him, referee. Come on. Ask him, referee. Come on.
Oh. Arras really thought he had it all his own way then with that Indian deathlock, but Steele managed to turn him slightly. That one not so good. A drop kick that just mistimed it. Still, his bad landing didn't seem to do him any harm. Just the position of those hands there. Nowhere near the neck there. Wasn't the pressure points at all at the side of the neck, just own shoulders. Just a couple of minutes to go in the fourth round. And the double arm held by Arras from the back, but the drop kick gets him. Side head chance free throw. And again, that looked a little dicey from our point of view, but the ref unsighted. Stranglehold, but out almost before he was in. Still very quick on that counter. Now he's fighting more like Alan Colbeck style. Bear hug. Arras moves straight in for a bear hug when he's in trouble. Closer he gets with that bear hug, the more trouble Steele is in. 1 minute Steele has got to last out unless he can get out of this one. Again, the clenched fist, which Arras tries to pretend to the crowd was a heel of the wrist. And it's all very well. People write to me quite a lot saying, why don't you get better referees? Not so. Very few better referees, than, if any, than Don Branch. But they just cannot see everything all the time. They've got to be unsighted on occasions. Arras not pleased at all about this, but he's got an interval in which to think about it. Round 5. 4 to go. Arras, Leon Arras, from Barnsley in the full leotard versus Ray Steele, and leading Ray Steele by 1-0. Well, so far Steele hasn't touched him. one. There, he certainly touched in that time. A good body check come headbutt there by Steele. And a nice drop kick, which the right foot landed on the jaw. Now Steele coming back a little bit. The way he springs on the ropes there, most unusual, but he takes the double arm for the top. Very neat indeed. On a shoulder press now to Steele. 3, he's got it. And it just took Ray Steele 1 minute 10 seconds into the 5th round to get the equalizing fall. Ernie Lockhouse.
Thank you, gentlemen. In 1 minute, 15 seconds of round 5, a pinfall with a double reverse arm lever to a shoulder press, and the equalizing fall to Ray Steele.
And a very popular equalizer indeed for this young, comparatively inexperienced boy. Semi-pro wrestler now for only a year. Although he was trained at the Hilltop, he's still comparatively inexperienced professionally. The equalizing fall in the 5th, 3 to go, and any second the bell. For round 6, here it goes. 1 each now, and Arras still going in with a clenched fist a little. And Arras gets his second public warning in round 6. That was remarkable. Double reversed arm lever. Oh, yeah. And no. Thought he might have a chance with the drop kick there, and so did he, but he landed wrong because Arras stepped aside. And I don't think Ray Steele's in much of a shape now to continue. And a neck stretch submission, which he gets immediately. And it just took Arras 50 seconds in that 6th round to get the winning submission. 1 fall and 1 submission to 1 fall. Arras the winner.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. In 1 minute 5 seconds of round 6, a submission with reverse head lever, and the winning submission to Leon Arras.